Yo, what's going on, everybody? In this video, we are going to be kind of reviewing some search and destroy footage. This is actually um, from a while back, but I wanted to start making more videos like this, basically breaking down plays in search and destroy and kind of what's going through my head, and hopefully you guys can kind of watch this and learn and implement some of these small things, kind of more advanced things, but still pretty simple, into your gameplay and help you become a better search and destroy player specifically. But even these little details can even help in other game modes as well. But we're going to be strictly covering search and destroy. I really enjoy search and destroy whenever I do play it, and it's my favorite game mode, and I really like the strategic aspect to it. So this video, we're going to be basically covering map awareness. I have a 2v1 as it starts out right here in this example. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So starting off, the current scenario is it's a 2v1. I have a teammate alive, and the enemy had just planted the bomb a few seconds, I think 4 seconds before the start of this clip. So basically, what I'm doing at this moment, I know the enemy just planted, so that means they obviously have to be on B bomb. So they're in the middle of that building at the time of planting. And I also want to take into account where my teammate is, and by this map, which you can't see really well, I'll zoom in on it for a second. He is like on the top right, so I can assume he's kind of mid, or like mid B. I don't know what the callouts are for this map, but he's kind of like towards the middle area of the map. So that is information that I need to use when going into this 2v1 situation. So let's go ahead and play a little bit here. So at this point, I know my teammate is like middle somewhere, so that means the enemy just planted B. He could have ran all the way back here into our spawn, or he could have came out this doorway, or he could be even coming from like mid or something weird like that. So at this point, I'm mainly focused on this doorway because 5 seconds into the bomb plant, it's most likely he's going to be there, if anywhere, because that's probably the quickest place for him to access. So focused on that for just a second, making sure to keep my eye on it so I don't get shot in the back, while still being aware of my left and my right a little bit at this point. But right here, if you take a look at the map, I will zoom in. You can see I know my teammate was over in the middle area of the map, and he has just died from the opponent. So it's currently a 1v1, but instantly, this is probably the most important part of this play. Instantly, by him killing my teammate, especially with no suppressors allowed in search and destroy, he obviously shows up as a red blip on the radar. Now, although the map isn't big enough and I'm not close enough to actually see exactly where he's at, I know because my teammate was previously around mid map, he's probably around mid map, or like, you know, that corner of that building, around that area. So it'll give me kind of an idea on how to work the timings here, which we're gonna go ahead and continue to play. I got choked up, but anyways, we're gonna continue to play this here. So at this point, to 1v1, I kind of know where the enemy is. So at this point, I pretty much disregard this doorway I was previously watching over here on the right. Start focusing more on these two angles here, this window here and this back alley. At this point, knowing the enemy was, you know, in this mid area, kind of where the skull is on the map, I can pretty much estimate that he, if you look at my mouse cursor, he was probably going to go either back in the window and be in B site, or maybe he does some crazy play, which probably would have been good on his part, and he swings around through mid and you know, kind of flanks me in a way, or the third option he kind of has in my mind at this point is he might just come this back street here. So that's pretty much where my mind is at this point in this 1v1. So I'm running up. Also, you got to consider I have an AR, so I don't want to run straight into the building at this point. I'm trying to keep a little bit of distance where I can see everything and I don't get gunned, because as you can see, he has an MP5, so I know at a little bit longer distance I'm gonna have an advantage there as well. So at this point, a couple seconds have passed. I tried to run kind of to the back of this alley as quick as possible, off him killing my teammate, because I know obviously in that moment, at least for a couple seconds, I have kind of some free time to try to reposition before he would have time to actually push to where he could see me. So I pushed back into this alley. Now I'm starting to focus on this mid window here, or not mid window, but this B window here, because for all I know, he could have jumped right into B site and be in there and looking through that window. So I'm watching that. At this point, I don't think he would have had time unless he really made a great play and pushed this right side of the map, this alley right here, push through mid and push this mid alley here. That probably would have been the best play for him on his part, but he didn't do that in this situation. So and at this point, I'm not really thinking that he has done that, because not too much time has passed. So even if he did go that way, he's probably not quite going to see me yet, at least for another couple seconds. So that's just a timing thing there that you got to kind of learn to know, you know, if they had time or not to push you from that angle. At this point, I'm not sure, but I don't think he would have had quite enough time to get around this corner and see me at my current position. So at this point, I'm looking in the doorway, I see nothing, and then I start focusing on this alleyway. Like I said from earlier, my prediction was he was either going to go into B site or run down this back alleyway, unless of course he did do the mid alley flank push, which would have been the best on his part, but obviously he didn't. So at this point, I just saw him cross and he's running my way, so I kind of pre-fired him a little bit. I knew exactly where he was, and I get the kill. I don't even think he saw me. He was trying to run in and check the bomb, probably thought I was on it. So really just a pretty basic play here, but hopefully you guys learned something from it. And of course, I go ahead and defuse a bomb for the win. But hopefully this helps you guys out a little bit. Now to run through the play one more time quickly, 2v1, bomb just got planted 4 seconds ago, so I'm running in. I have a AR, so I try to keep my distance a little bit, maybe play on some head glitches here. So I'm looking here because he just planted the bomb, so he's got to be near B site somewhere. So he's definitely not going to come from middle or anything like that, definitely not behind me. So focused on this doorway here. A few more seconds go by, he kills my teammate. I look at the map, I already knew where my teammate was, so based on him killing my teammate, I know he's probably pretty close to that location. And you can also see the skull on the map right there, so he's kind of on that other opposite corner of the building. So I tried to use that timing or that information to quickly get into a better position for me, again keeping my distance because I have an AR. So I back up here, and at this point he could be anywhere, especially if he's playing faster with a submachine gun. Watching this window, and then next I'm going to check this back alleyway. Again, best play on his part would have probably been to push my middle street here, but again, if you know I checked this mid window and the back alley and didn't see him within 2 to 3 seconds even, I'd probably get a little weary of this kind of mid alley push again as well, or just think he's hiding inside if I don't see him in the back street. But right here, I watch the window, I cross right here, I see him and get the kill. So kind of a little lesson on map awareness here, as well as just some general awareness. But hopefully this video helped you guys out. If you want more content like this, just leave a comment below. I think this is some really useful, helpful content that I don't see a lot of videos on, or like this, really breaking it down, simplifying everything, and letting you know what's going through a player's head in different situations, because a lot of Call of Duty, especially like 1v1s, are very situational, and you know, it takes a lot of strategy or just a little bit of thought behind what you're doing in game. So anyways, that's gonna do it for this video. Hit the like button if you enjoyed. Make sure you are subscribed, notifications on from future videos, and it's gonna do it for me today. So leave a like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys next time.